make another video, just surfing the internet and surfing YouTube. Just came across this little kind of confirmed bit of news about Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 8 coming out 7th of May, 3 days before my birthday. I'll be 36, which is officially over the hill. So I just wanted to come on and make a little quick video about that. Where is it? So Resident Evil Village demo will contain final game content. Excuse me. Reports indicate that a new demo for Capcom's Resident Evil Village, also known as Resident Evil 8, contains content from the final game. Capcom's latest installment in the Resident Evil franchise is shaping up to be one of the hottest horror games of the year. With the release of Resident Evil Village just around the corner, fans have already been treated to lots of content through trailers and teaser footage, including leaked details about what happens in the first 30 minutes. Now it looks as though a new demo will be showing even more exciting content, and this all comes from Screen Rant. I'll have the link in the description. According to recent reports, this demo for the upcoming Resident Evil 8 Village will showcase gameplay features from the final build. In a post on Twitter from a couple of days ago, business manager for Limited Run Games said that Capcom has confirmed the new demo will have portions of the final product compared to the previous demonstration, which was purely a visual demo. What I find interesting there is that it says portions, which means what I get from that is it's kind of alluding to obviously it being a lengthy demo. The first demo we got wasn't very long at all. You could literally whiz through it in about 4 minutes. But if you wanted to stop and smell the roses, you could have a proper look around the hall, check out the chandelier, look at all the how the engine, look at the Resident Evil engine, get a visual kind of look and feel for the game itself. It doesn't say when it's coming, but I'm excited to give it another go. My only problem, I hope it doesn't show too much. I still want to be surprised, and I feel there probably will be some surprises in the game. I feel Chris Redfield being a quote-unquote bad guy and not himself. I feel that could have been left as a surprise, but they obviously want to generate some sort of interest, and having Chris Redfield as a possible bad guy is already a big draw into the game for people like me and others. Want to see why Chris Redfield's behaving like this, and want to see what's going on, who's pulling the strings. Is he under some sort of virus-controlled infection? Is he being coerced? Has he got something is he being forced into this like Barry was in Resident Evil 1 by Wesker? Is he? I'm interested to see what's going on there. But yeah, I mean, the first demo was really good. I enjoyed it. I'm really interested about the vampire ladies. Seen a few theories on the internet. What's going on with them? And there was some theories about the two vampire girls, or the three vampire girls. But one of them's Jill Valentine, one of them's Claire Redfield, and one of them's Nora or Moira Burton, which is just somebody's fan theory that was on Reddit. Whether that's true or not, obviously that's just a theory. But it's all this speculation and that, which is quite exciting around stuff like this. Resident Evil 7, for me, was, and I find it strange that Resident Evil's kind of gone from this fixed camera angle game to then a third person over the shoulder shooter. It's gone from survival horror to action, back to survival horror, and then it's gone from third person to first person. I kind of think that Resident Evil 7 was chasing that PT money, trying to recapture the PT demo, and obviously I think Resident Evil 7 was like the closest thing to PT. I just wish everything would just stop trying to be PT. But Resident Evil 7, I enjoyed Resident Evil 7. I thought the game for me was split into two halves. The first half of the game was very much survival horror and inventory management and watching your ammunition, and puzzles on the kind of recapturing that kind of mansion kind of style, and having Jack Baker pursue you in areas was that was the horror side of it. The second half of the game for me, it kind of flipped a switch, and it really is a game of two halves for me, because the first half I absolutely loved. The second half, when it kind of became this action shooter again, I think I remember playing it towards the end, and it was just like I had a flamethrower, I had a magnum, I had a machine gun, I had a grenade launcher, I had a pistol, shotgun, I had all these things on me, and I just didn't feel like I was under any threat at all. Another criticism of 7 was the enemies. I thought the enemies were very bland and very repetitive, very much like Prey. Just these mold monsters. There was only 3 different variants of them, and you could barely tell the difference between them. So I'm kind of hoping that this kind of sticks a bit more with the survival horror, and kind of really, goes for the inventory management, the horror style, and that kind of has all these scares, and just doesn't load us with loads of ammunition and guns, because I think that kind of, for me anyway, that's what kills a Resident Evil game, being like giving the player all this like arsenal of stuff to just pretty much do whatever they want, and it's not scary. To have, that's what Resident Evil's all about. It's about walking into a room and realizing you've only got like 6 bullets, and do I take them out? Do I use the bullets, or do I try and run around the zombie and get the thing behind it that I need to run out again, or do I use my knife? So that's that kind of aspect to it. But I mean, it looks good. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm kind of staying away from spoilers. I haven't watched that 30-minute demo. What goes on in the first 30 minutes. I've kind of stayed away from that. I know that Resident Evil 4 remake is coming, and that's also set in like a village. And I think I've heard that this Resident Evil 8 village has took heavy influences from Resident Evil 4. So whether, whilst we're playing this, we can look at this and go, right, this is kind of the feel that we're going to get when we play Resident Evil 4 remake. Who knows? We've also got Resident Evil 9 in the works, which it's crazy that I didn't even think Resident Evil would go up this far in numbers. But Resident Evil 9 is in the works. Where the hell that's going to be and fit into the timeline, and if it's going to be fixed camera angles, first person, over the shoulder, who knows? It could probably end up being a fucking light gun game, even though we've had Resident Evil light gun games. I think we've had every single Resident Evil franchise kind of game that there's been. But yeah, I mean, Resident Evil 7 and this Resident Evil 8 is going to kind of wrap up Ethan Winters' story arc, from what I gather. And Ethan Winters, for me, was like a very throwaway character. I didn't really kind of gel with him and relate to him. He was like this faceless character. You never see his face. I just didn't really care about him and what was going on with him. I didn't care about his girlfriend. When I did my playthrough of Resident Evil 7, I actually let his girlfriend die and chose Zoe. So to see Chris killing his girlfriend Mira, or whatever her name is, I don't care. He was a very bland character, and I think they're going to try and do something with him and try and jazz him up. Maybe have some sort of like, try and make him force us to, make us force us to like him, basically. And but yeah, I'm kind of hoping that this is just his last kind of story, and we can kind of move on, and we can maybe pick up where Barry, could get Barry or the old gang back involved, but we'll have to wait and see with that. So that's it. Just wanted to come on, seeing that bit of news. I'm just going to keep dipping on every now and again and talking about news that's relevant to me with games that I'm looking forward to. So that is Resident Evil. It's nice that we're getting another demo. I'm assuming it's going to be free. I don't know. It doesn't really say anything, but I'm sure there'll be more information as it gets closer. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Are you excited about Resident Evil 7? Sorry, 8. And that's it. And we'll see you again on the next one. I'm just about to go and have a shower, and I'm going to come back and stream some Dead by Daylight. And we'll see you on the next one. So all the best. Take care of yourselves. Tatty bye.